Welcome to raigurukul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about how to scrape data from e-commerce site and save it to Excel sheet. So if you can see here, when we are viewing any mobile devices, we will have a number of data are available like the RAM, ROM, expandable up to 1 TB, which is a storage, size, then camera, then battery. So what if we want to extract the data or we want to collect the data? By doing this activity manually, it will eat lots of our effort to save it into any Excel file. Even if we are extracting from some other devices, or if you are collecting this data from different vendors, that will also eat huge amount of resource, time and money. But here, on clicking single button, it will extract complete data, whatever we are looking for, and save it to our Google Sheet. So if you can see here, right now, I've created 5 columns, and each columns will contain separate detail like name, price, camera detail, URL, and comment. So I will just click on single button or single tab, and it will throw in pop-up message, and it will ask for our product comments, and like this is a good product, I liked it. And if I will click on submit, the same data will be stored into the Google Sheet, and it will throw in pop-up message that data has been successfully added. So if you can see here, earlier it was blank. Right now this contain a single row. As of now, we are testing for one single product, but if we want to collect it from the different pages, we can also perform similar steps. So we'll see here how we can create this activity using PixieBrix. So PixieBrix is one of the browser-based automation framework where we can utilize it and do our actions quickly as possible. So here we want to install PixieBrix Chrome extension. So for installation of Chrome extension, you have to go to the manage extension, and from there you can install the PixieBrix extensions. And after that, we need to integrate PixieBrix with Google. So for integration point of view, you have to use PixieBrix free versions. For individual person, this PixieBrix account is exactly free of cost. So you can see here in integrations, click on add integrations, select Google, just write it down here, Google Sheet, uh, and click on configure. It will ask the label. Right now, I've already added Google Sheet underscore Pixie. You can add your own name, specify the Google Sheet which we have created. So right now I'm using Google Sheet Pixie. So you can specify your own Excel sheet and name and click on save. This integration will be successfully implemented. But what if we want to create exactly same flow to capture e-commerce website products detail and save it into Google Sheet? If you want to learn from scratch, please be available from start to end of this video so that you'll able to understand how we can extract data easily on clicking a single tab and store it into Google Sheet. And if you're visiting this channel first time, consider subscribing and pressing bell icon for further updates. Now, just right click and click on inspect. You'll be able to see development console. Select PixieBrix. If you have already installed, this tab will be available into your browser. Select this tab. So this is the flow which I have been created, and once I will click on this button, it will capture the detail and store it into Excel sheet. So I will show you how we can create it from scratch. So I'm just removing it. Once I will remove, you can see this tab is unavailable or this tab is moved out from board. And when you are performing this activity at first time, you have to allow this website so that whenever user will trigger this automation flow, they will be able to get the details. If you are not allowing, you can see here, I've already allowed my flipkart.com. So if we are not providing the permissions, it will not execute or flow. So let's see how we can create the complete flow. For doing this activity, click on button. It will ask us to select any buttons which is available into page and click on that, and you can see the actions is available here. So let me change it here, send to Google Sheet. So you can see here the action tab has been successfully updated. After that, for extracting the detail or for collecting detail, we will need component reader. So here we already have the component reader. Let me select it. So if you can see here, this selectors has been generated, and post that we will get the exact preview. If you can see here, the complete preview is available here where we can have all the data which is required for us. So let's say you want to search for price detail, simply write price and go to pages, page data, and from page context you will get the final price. So the product price of this mobile is 9,990. You can see this value is available in decimal, but we want to capture the exact value. So you can see here this value is available here. In a similar way, we can also gather several other detail. So for capturing this detail and store it into the Google Excel sheet, we will need one more break. So here the component reader is reading complete data. You can see here inside the framework, it is showing React and unknown version. So it means this website is built on base of React. We can capture it by using PixieBrix. So now next bricks, we want show a model. So here you can see show a model or sidebar form. So you can see this single context tab is available, or in terms of form is available, where user can enter the detail. But right now I don't want this title to be there. So here we are scraping the data. So I just write it down here, scraping data or data scraping. Now you can see here this exactly same field is available here. So first field I want with the name. So right now I am giving as a name where we can capture the title. So exactly same name I will copy and paste it to label field so that the label will be updated successfully. And in field descriptions, if you want, you can include it. This is a title. In fact, in input type, if you want, you can keep it a single line in text. And here we want in terms of variable. So variable should be at the rate, starting from at the rate. So we have selected here at the rate. Now, if I want to capture exactly same name, either I can search it from the bar, otherwise copy and paste it here. It will give us simple options where we can collect the title. So here you can see the title is available. Now I will simply go here and paste it. So you can see here this complete tab is available, and this will capture the title which we are getting from component reader. Next field, I want to capture the price. So simply I will click on add new field and just write it down the price field here. So label again I want with price, and input type I am selecting single line text, and default value we can again go back to the component reader and just write it down price here. So price, so you can see here this is shortlisted and page context pricing, and inside the final price we'll navigate that down and we'll collect the final value. So here again we will copy and paste the price default value. So while copying and pasting the price default value, again we will use at the rate symbol so that it will show in terms of variable. Right now it's in ABC. So just change the value and see this price field will be updated. Next field, I want the camera detail. So here I will write it down camera, exactly same name. We'll copy and paste it to label field. Now in camera detail, again, I want input type should be in single line text. So here what we can do, just scroll down and copy it 5 MP front camera. and see wherever we will find this detail, we will capture it from there. In page, go to the data. If we are not getting same thing, we can capture it from camera. Now we have the page data from SEO data, SEO, and we will have the descriptions where we can get the complete detail. So let's copy and paste it to here in camera field. Just add this variable. Now we'll have this detail. Again, next step, we want the URL. So here I will write it down URL, copy and paste inside the label. Now, this time again, I'm not adding anything in field descriptions, but default value I want to be captured from here. So simply I will write it down here URL inside the page data, page context. I will have image URL, but I want to capture the smart URL where the user will click it and it will navigate it to the tab where the data or the product will be available. So here I want to again select variable and then the URL. Now we are done. I will again want one more fields to be there so that user can enter their feedback about the product. So here I want to specify comments. Again, I will use same thing here. Here in default value, we will use two curly braces because we are collecting text input or string input from the user. So we want to add the form here. Instead of data, we have to add form because we are collecting detail from this form. And post that, we want one more breaks where we can update the data which we have collected from page and store it into Google Sheet. So for selecting the Google Sheet, add Google Sheet Brix and select any Excel sheet where we have the data and post that, select sheet 1. Now here we have to specify or do the mapping with the property and value. Based on that, it will show detail. So let's say we want to capture form dot name because in this field we are doing mapping with name. Exactly same thing we'll do it for the price as well because we want to capture the price in this field. After that, we want to capture the camera detail, and post that we want to capture the URL. So here URL, and at the end we are capturing inputs from the user or the feedback from the user. So here exactly same name, we will enter it here. After that, we'll include Windows alert where we're going to call exactly same title name, which is this is added into Google Sheet, and the pop-up will show up Windows alert where we'll get the pop-up message after data has been successfully stored into Google Sheet. Now we are done. Let's run it. Click on this and it will capture exactly same detail. Click on comment, nice product. After that, click on submit and it will pop an message where this data has been successfully stored. And when we will go to the Google Sheet, we'll find it out this comment and complete detail has been added successfully. So this is how we can add our product or capture or scrape the data from any e-commerce site using PixieBrix. If you want to run in different pages, we can also do that. So let me add this comment and store it. Again, we'll get this message where the data has been successfully stored and available into our Google Sheet. You can see it here. So this is how we can scrape the data by using PixieBrix and Google Sheet and store it into Google Sheet. That's all about this video. Hope you like the content. If you really think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle and share the feedback in comment section. Thank you for watching.